Ooh, what's going on, guys? It's Tickers here. I'm back with another video for you guys, and I got some interesting stuff I want to talk about in this one. You probably seen the thumbnail, you probably seen the title already, so I won't waste any more time. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me, guys, because we're gonna get right into this. So we already got Kathy Wood saying older man can plunge about 30% over the next 5 years. Here's why. She says crude oil prices up this far. Fund manager Kathy Wood sees a substantial drop in global oil uptake that could result in a powerful swing lower for fossil fuels. So she says that not only because of electric vehicles and increased miles in electric vehicles, but also because of the autonomous taxi services. That's stuff like Tesla's doing, like your robo taxi. They already got full self driving cars and stuff. So you seen the thumbnail. Tesla's just making a lot of these guys scared, guys. Like Tesla is just changing the game, boy. Let me tell you. And they're already saying that biggest uncertainty right now for global demand is actually China. Really, we're gonna watch a little snippet of this video and see what they got
Last
to
year,
say.
Chinese oil demand and gas demand declined. It never happened.
Yeah.
And now, as a result of reopening, we will see how much the economy will rebound and what will be the impact on the demand, oil demand. So therefore, if China economy rebounds in gradual terms, as the major financial institutions around the world today believe, then we think global oil demand this year would increase about 1.8, 1.9 million barrels per day. And in my view, this is the biggest.
They're saying that global demand, at least for China, could actually increase by about 1.1%, 9 million barrels a day. It's sitting at about globally, I believe, 100 million barrels a day, right? Yeah, that's what it says. And Kathy's saying about 5 years out, we could be down to $50 a barrel. Is that about 100 right now, or been floating around there the past little while? It finally come back down. So it was at like almost 110, 120 at the height. So we're not quite there anymore, thankfully. But man, $50 a barrel would be fantastic, though. And, it must not be only her thinking that, because we're already seeing a lot of other people really getting into a fight with Tesla. Tesla's waging a war on just about every other auto company out there, just because they have to. Most of this year, Tesla joined rivals in aggressively raising prices on its most popular vehicles, like the Model Y, the biggest, highest selling Tesla by far and away. They had a decision to reverse course and spend its production cost advantage on the price to cuts now challenges the profit over volume strategies established by automakers such as GM. They have pursued it since the '08 financial crisis. A lot of people forget this too, that like Ford and GM just lose a lot of money. They're just never really been super profitable. Like they had to be bailed out in 2008, especially if you're around back then, you remember the GM and Ford bailout guys. Like they just got huge sums of money, and they didn't really do anything with it. They should have used it back then to go ahead and build out this EV infrastructure like Tesla did. And now Tesla's the really only EV maker that's really profitable right now. So they can use that profitability to their advantage. They can still make money cutting costs on these cars. They won't make as much money, sure, but they're still profitable at the end of the day. And Ford can't do it, GM can't do it, and I'm really struggling. And like I said, oil demands they see something coming, because look at this. Uh, BP British Petroleum makes an order for EV charging stations from U.S. based Tritium, how you say that? They're already looking to do EV charging, guys. These oil companies, these are oil companies. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, the dog's acting crazy. But, we're looking forward to putting these chargers to work across 3 continents. They're already looking to. Why they're spending money in a recession, I don't know, but they're working to expand in Australia, Europe, and the U.S., guys. So Tesla's really putting the pressure on them for sure, guys. The BP's already feeling it. We can talk about Exxon. Shell. Shell's actually buying out Volta. So Volta, if you know anything about the stocks, the way they've been lately, Volta actually just lost their CEO lately. It was I want to say about half a year ago now. Their CEO was like defrauding the entire company. I think they got him on charges, supposedly, allegedly. I'm not inclined to speak on that. I'm not a lawyer, so I think they got him on charges, and he fled the company. They hadn't really had a CEO since, if I'm not mistaken. But they're really good chargers. People really like them in California and stuff. So Volta's a good pickup in my opinion, as far as like their assets and stuff. They do have long-term growth opportunities. And Shell, like I said, they're seeing what Kathy's seeing. I'm guessing demand just dropping off a cliff And they're trying to accelerate decarbonization of the transportation sector, which Tesla's already doing that pretty well, I'd say. But hey, that's just me, I guess. Tesla has just been crushing it, guys. And you got all these other companies just trying to even compete for second place. Common stock of Volta right now is 86 cents a share. So yeah, this thing is a penny stock, guys. Just letting y'all know that. I'm not going to tell you to invest in Volta. It's a penny stock, so don't go throwing your money into Volta. Just that was interesting how you got these oil companies really just trying to snap up any kind of electric vehicle infrastructure they can get a hold of, charging vehicles, you name it. I just think that's crazy. And people were already protesting just over Exxon. Exxon knew 40 years ago their models predicted climate change. Spot on, guys. Spot on. They knew 40 years ago. They created mathematical models that calculated how rising carbon dioxide levels would change life on Earth in the coming decades. They knew this since 1977. They got data from 77 to 2003, and they proved to be very precise as those from independent academics and government scientists. Between 63 and 83% of Exxon's projections, depending on how they're measured, accurately predicted how the world will warm in the coming decades. Man, that's not a good look, man. I mean, we already knew this. I mean, it's not a political channel. I'm not going to talk about climate change and whether it's good or bad. I think it's bad, but I'm just going to leave it there. Obviously, it's bad. But they knew for years, guys. And like, it's just, this is another thing too. Like, this is just going to kill oil demand. People are reminded just how bad it is for the environment. And you got companies like this. Look at this. This is a hashtag, guys. This is probably trending on Twitter right now. Hashtag Exxon knew that people were being constantly reminded that oil has to go. And you already seeing people predicting that oil demand is going to drop off the cliff. You already got sentiment turning against it now. You got all these oil companies trying to buy electric vehicle infrastructure and doing all the spending and stuff, trying to make it happen. And I can't help but agree. I think oil is I think it's got some room to run short term, sure, but if you're in oil stocks right now, I wouldn't touch them. I don't want to be in oil stocks right now. They're on the way out. Really, these companies are about to get displaced. Well, I'll say it like this: I don't say they're on the way out because we use oil for a lot of other things besides fossil fuels. We use them for making rubber and other manufacturing things, stuff like that. So I don't think oil will necessarily just disappear off the face of the earth or nothing. But as far as like their major like fossil fuel plays and stuff, man, like that's gonna go. Like that's gotta go. They're telling you themselves it's gonna go because you got all these oil companies just trying to make something happen as far as electric vehicles go. So I'll keep my eyes on Tesla, guys. Let's actually pull up Tesla stock. I did a lot of talking about it, but we hadn't pulled it up yet. So let's talk about Tesla. Now, Tesla, you got to keep in mind PE, guys, price to earnings ratio. Shouldn't be your only metric, but it's an important one. It's trading at a PE of about 40 right now, 39.7. So this thing is still very, very rich, trading very expensive. So keep that in mind. Keep market cap of 400 billion. Now, if you want my opinion, you give me a 10-year time horizon, I think this stock will be worth $5, $6, $7 trillion easy. Especially the way they're changing the world and the way they're changing just about the way we do transportation. They're changing the way we think about cars, the way we think about AI. It's game changer companies, guys. This makes me think of like Apple in 2007, 2008 when they dropped the first iPhone, and nobody really knew back then just how much they would change the world. And I think Tesla's that same kind of company. Like they're going to change the world like Apple did. And everybody else is just trying to keep up. Everybody else is trying to either just keep up or need to get out of the way because it don't really seem like there is a competitor on the horizon. But as far as stock price goes, we've seen they went down a little bit today, about 0.25%. Give it a little bit for more for that. And it's up about 3% on the week, guys. And over the month, down 15. 3 months, you look at that, 42. You're still trading for nothing, guys. This thing was $200 just a few months ago. It's a bargain. It's $200. It was $200 just 2 months ago. But you look at it on the 5-year, guys. This is why you zoom out. This is exactly why you zoom out. It's still at 453%, guys. If you were buying Tesla 5 years ago, you're still up. You're still 5 extra money. even with all this massive price cutting it did. This is why this is why you buy stocks long term. But anyways, guys, I think I covered enough. I think I covered just about everything I want to talk about. I just think it's very interesting. Let me know your thoughts down there in the comments, guys. But I'm gonna get off here now, and I'll see you guys in the next one. I'm out.